Donald Trump is now shackling and caging Christian refugees who fled to the United States to escape certain death at the hands of their home country, where Christianity is punishable by death. And I guess I'm just wondering where all the outrage is from Christian evangelicals who have claimed for years that addressing the persecution of Christians around the globe is of utmost importance, while simultaneously cheering on Donald Trump and claiming he was sent by God to defend your faith. So in case you missed it, on Tuesday, the New York Times reported that the Trump administration had loaded nearly 100 migrants, many of whom are Christian refugees from countries seeking to execute them for their faith, onto buses in the dead of night and transported them to cages at the edge of a Panamanian jungle camp. The group included 8 children. The only option they've been given for leaving the jungle prison, which one deportee described as being like a zoo, was an offer by the Trump administration to fly them back to their home countries. Again, these are Christian refugees who fled to the United States specifically because they will be beheaded for their faith if they return to their home country. And the only option Donald Trump is giving them is returning to their home country. These are not people who tried to sneak illegally into our country. These are people who believed Donald Trump when he said over and over again that protecting Christians from persecution was a top priority for him. They willingly sought out immigration officials and turned over their passports to apply for asylum. They were told they would be put up in hotels until they could see an immigration judge. Instead, the Trump administration did not allow them to see an immigration judge at all and had them flown to Panama, where they have been subsequently caged in a jungle camp. Look, I grew up in an evangelical community. I still semi-reluctantly call myself a Christian, although I want nothing to do with the hateful abomination that is Christian nationalism, which has unfortunately taken over quite a bit of the American church. So I am very well aware of how long American Christians have been hiding behind the persecution of Iranian Christians to defend their own bigotry toward people here in America who don't align with their personal faith or their personal values. I read the Jesus Freak books in middle school, and I saw how many evangelicals absolutely fetishize and attempt to claim for their own the torture and abuse that Christians in places like Iran face. So I find it exceptionally reprehensible, disgusting, and unchristian for those same evangelicals to turn around and not only not say anything in defense of these Christian refugees, but actually continue to support and defend the president who is treating them this way. How many times does this man have to show you that not only is he not a member of our faith, he absolutely despises and looks down on it? Because just in case you weren't aware, your silence in this matter sends a very clear message that you don't actually care about the persecution of other Christians unless their skin tone is the same as yours. And the next time that you wonder, why are so many Americans leaving the church? I want you to remember this video and know that your silence and your hypocrisy is why.